saw here, right? Because the least conspicuous detective in the world. I just want to point that out. Okay, don't ever go with the bright pink jacket when you're doing when you're trying to lay low. You know what I'm saying? But at least we get a confirmation of how Julia's mum felt about this at the start, right? Because that's something that we've all always asked. People have asked about why Julia's mother didn't do a DNA. And again, listen, I understand the whole concept of our daughter's not right. We want to get her the help. But was that help over medication? I mean, we can't hide from the doctor's records, right? And the medical records, or sorry, I should say, that Julia has allegedly said are hers and put forward. And this increasing of medication, the side effects they were having on her, surely it would have been a simpler answer to put this all to bed with a simple DNA, when the alternative seemed to be destroying the mind of this young lady. And it's interesting to see how her mother reacted there, allegedly. I mean, we assume she phoned her mother. We assume all of this isn't just staged. But what do you think? Side chat, let us know. Sheena, if you're there, just put your mic on. If you're doing parental stuff, don't worry. Oh no, you're back. There we go.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just keeping baby boy occupied.
You're doing great. You're doing great, honestly. Thank you so much again for working around the little man. I think you've gone off. That's okay. Right. So again, at least we get a little answer there into the insight. And going by what we've read in the papers, about Julia's mum and stepdad, they have gone into hiding. They're on the run. Even when Julia's mother's clothes shop staff members were asked, they were just given the statement of they've gone away for a little while. And this seems to be the repeat action again if we go through what is published in the papers. I'm not making any assumptions. I'm just going off what I've read. So, Christy, I do not have an answer on that for you. Lovely little doggo, though, I have to say. I don't know, Leslie. I don't think so. Maybe, though. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You sometimes hear of people that just like sit in court hearings, right? I don't know if that's the US or if that's here. Forgive me and my lack of knowledge on that. Didn't it come out that Dr. Phil was dodgy and that's why he doesn't make TV shows anymore? Could possibly be Carrie Ann. In fact, it'll probably be solved with a very simple Google thing. Let's have a look. Why was his show cancelled? Oh, in spite of its 2023 cancellation. Whoa. All right, this kind of falls in line with what Sheena was saying. So let's just educate ourselves on the wonderful doctor here. All right, 1 second. Once upon how big is this? That's fine. Right, okay. In fact, let me put his wonderful, wonderful face here. Like this. One second. All right. All right. Yeah, there is ads all over this, man. It is a freaking nightmare. So there's not much to see. I'm having to read it like line by line here. Millions of you. Oh no, wait. Once upon a time, Dr. Phil McGraw ruled the airwaves. At its peak, his talk show, Dr. Phil, was the most important talk show in America. It regularly drew millions of viewers and still plays in repeats across the land, in spite of its 2023 cancellation. When McGraw pulled the plug on the series, He was still pulling in 2 million viewers, coming in second on what was then Live with Kelly and Ryan, but he chose to exit the program for primetime pastures, battling rumors of advertiser loss, accusations of guest exploitation, including the late actor Shelley Duvall, and a BuzzFeed article detailing alleged employee abuse. This has been an incredible chapter of my life and career, but while I'm moving on from daytime, there is so much more I wish to do. Oh, God. Hang on. So much more I wish to do. Come on. Sorry, that an advert loaded. Incredible chapter of my career, but moving on. There's so much more I wish to do. Oh, God. No, I can't see that, but hang on. Sorry, everyone. Why is it not showing me the bottom of this article? What's going on? There we go. Passion, whatever. So much more. I'm compelled to engage with a broader audience because I have grave concerns for the American family. I'm determined to help restore clarity of purpose as well as core values, said Dr. Phil in a press statement as printed by Global News. Indeed, he has done just that. In 2024, Dr. Phil launched Merit Street Media, a streaming network available through multiple cable outlets and over the internet for free with ads, with the support of Trinity Broadcast Network, a longtime stalwart among Christian cable networks. Okay. It concentrates on the talk show format. Merit Street Media airs repeats of Steve Harvey's talk show, Steve, and shows from Nancy Grace, amongst others. Right, that's great. So, yeah, it was cancelled in 2023, but they're not really getting true reasons behind it all, other than the alleged employee abuse rumors and exploitation of guests. Gee, I wonder who else could be thrown in with that. So that was the question I was just answering. I don't know. Michelle Rogers, I can't put your question up because of certain things you're saying. Okay, so here is a theory. Stay with me. The McCanns used, what if the agency... Okay, yeah, could be. There could be any number of like really, really out there things, right? But we're not here to speculate, sadly. Okay. Okay. Hang on a minute. Okay. Yeah, right. Let me just double check something here. Something about his wife. 21 seasons, man. I mean, that is... Yeah, do you think maybe he was just given a quiet exit? I think that's what happened. I think this is a classic case of like the sweeping things under the rug and keeping it quiet. Yeah, this is wild. Give me 1 second. SHEENA, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. All right. So honestly, that first video that you sent, that's a great one, because again, there was people asking about the DNA with the parents and things like this. But we've got our 3 loaded here. So do you want me to start at the top and work my way down?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. So this is a live stream, it would appear, from Dr. Fia. Is that right?
Yes, that was a lot of her lives. These are just like little snippets from her lives when she used to do them.
Okay, right, nice one. Let's have a wee look here.
To work, as the mother has to work, and the grandma and that step grandfather has to come to the house, 2 hours driving, staying with Julia for a month, as the mother should work. And of course, step grandfather would be alone with Julia for hours. So Julia said she
I need to pause this. The way this woman, can we speed this up? Because this is, yeah, we can. Apologies, everyone.
doesn't remember, and she still can't remember too much things that she went through because of those 35 pills a day, which came 1 month after what she said to the mother, that I'm scared of this guy and I need help. I got hurt. It's hurting me. I don't like it when I get hurt. Can you ask him to stop? So Julia tried with every possible body languages, emotions, to notify the mother that I'm in danger. And this guy told me, if I'm going to tell anyone, he's going to kill me and he's going to hurt me and he's going to do more. The mother didn't done anything. So imagine, in between the 7 years until the age of 9, she had no choice to take those pills and be quiet and always be there for that man, which is at this moment is 82 years old, to let him do whatever he wanted to do. And 2 of those times, as the mother.
Damn. Okay, so SHEENA, if I'm right or I'm wrong here, we're talking about Dr. Fia talking about the memories that Julia has of her upbringing and the horrificness that took place there, right?
That's correct.
And she is then recounting what Julia said to her mother had happened when she was a young girl, right?
Yes, that's right.
I don't like to be hurt, Mom, all of this stuff. And without saying the right words, I mean, we're talking about some pretty horrendous memories of abuse, right?
Yes, lots of essay from the step grandfather, her being pretty much drugged with all those medications that she did cover in one of the parts. I can't confirm how many pills. I don't know if some of the things Fia has said here is exaggerated. It's a long time ago, you guys, so I have to revisit a lot. And I also have to counter with what Julia has told me and confirmed with me. But I can confirm the abuse happened. I can confirm she was 100% medicated with very questionable medicines for her age as a child.
Look, when you say that you can confirm the abuse happened, I mean, we can confirm through Julia's memories, or how are we confirming that?
Yes, and court documents, because he was
charged. And he was charged. Okay.
Yeah.
Just repeat that again. So there is court documents that back up this horrific.
Yes, I can confirm there are court documents. I believe she posted it. So let me pull them up today and I can send that over. Yeah, sure. And we can show them tomorrow, because she did put this up herself. I believe, yeah, he was charged, he was jailed, and he did have to pay her mom money, a lump sum of money.
Okay, good. So this is what she's talking about here. And she's trying to emphasize her mother's inability to grasp the reality, right? Our disbelief in the situation and our lack of interest in helping.
Yeah.
Just unreal. So people are talking about, I wish you could explain her body language. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is I'd quite like to just rewatch this one more time. In fact, we hadn't even finished this. I thought it was ended. I beg your pardon. I'd just like to put this back to the beginning again and play through this. And apologies, everybody. It is at 1.25 full speed because I can't. I just it was too slow. So,
yeah, a lot of the videos, unfortunately, we can't speed them up, or I couldn't shorten them because I want the public to be able to see exactly what was happening back in 2023. So some of it is 2-3 minutes, others is 4-5. It's extracted from like a 3-hour long live.
wow.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, well, let's watch through this. This one's 3 minutes long. I just think it paints a very, very good picture of how involved Dr. Fia was with Julia. It showcases the times where she was fighting for Julia's cause, and it shows just how much of a different path she's on now, because it's a pretty intense story, especially when the police involved, the taking of passports, powers of attorney, a huge potential global story about a missing girl, and this want for control over all of it coming from certain individuals from that time in Julia's life. So let's just hear once again. Yeah, let's hear again.
Every possible to work, as the mother has to work, and the grandma, and that step grandfather has to come to the house, 2 hours driving, staying with Julia for a month, as the mother should work. And of course, step grandfather would be alone with Julia for hours. So Julia said she doesn't remember, and she still can't remember too much things that she went through because of those 35 pills a day, which came 1 month after what she said to the mother, that I'm scared of this guy and I need help. I got hurt. It's hurting me. I don't like it when I get hurt. Can you ask him to stop? So Julia tried with every possible body languages, emotions, to notify the mother that I'm in danger. And this guy told me, if I'm going to tell anyone, he's going to kill me and he's going to hurt me and he's going to do more. The mother didn't done anything. So imagine, in between the 7 years until the age of 9, she had no choice to take those pills and be quiet and always be there for that man, which is at this moment is 82 years old, to let him do whatever he wanted to do. And 2 of those times, as the mother has to work, and the grandma, and that step grandfather has to come to the house, 2 hours driving, staying with Julia for a month, as the mother should work. And of course, step grandfather would be alone with Julia for hours.
Damn. So we've got people in the side chat saying, you know, how can Fia say that? The mother was the one who called the police, all the rest of it. Do you think that we're seeing a narrative being painted to alienate the family if the facts don't line up with that? Sheena, what's your take on...
I'm almost sure, again, I need to just revisit this and make sure that I'm right with what I'm about to say. But allegedly, I'm sure it was the teacher who went to the police.
Okay. Interesting. Right, let's take a look at the next video. This one here, we've got limited edition Dr. Fia today. And this one, all right. Let's see how we do. You're speechless. I beg to differ. Let's find out.
2009. First of all, Julia's...
I can't with her sometimes. Like, what are we watching? What are those awards in the background? Are those awards in the background? There's so much,
I think so.
so much that my ADHD wants to unpack just in this single frame. Like, it's this. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
In 2009, first of all, Julia's medical chart is pretty thick, heavy duty,
Epic music.
and there is no diseases that she did
There's
not
no
have
disease.
in her life. That's how you took care of your daughter.
Come on.
2009,
What was that? Pause. Oh my God.
February 17. The doctor said, we have to do surgery in his brain, as there is a nerve
Brain.
that got blood clot.
Julia's.
What is Blunt Clark? Right, we need to go back. I need to go back.
Julia's brain. She said his. She meant her.
So what? Okay, so she's talking. So basically, what you're saying is she's talking about Julia. I'm going to play this back through again a little bit faster without me interrupting. I'm sorry. I keep going side quest on this. Like you just.
In 2000.